Hi everyone, welcome back to Poetry Palooza. I hope you're having a great week and that you were able to read some of Shel Silverstein's poems and enjoyed them as well. Today I bring to you a classic, The Spider and the Fly, written by Mary Howitt. Mary Howitt was an English poet and writer who lived in the 19th century. Along with her husband, William Howitt, she wrote over 180 books in verse and in prose for young readers. The Spider and the Fly happens to be her most popular work. It falls in the category of a cautionary tale. What's a cautionary tale? A cautionary tale is a tale of folklore which is written to warn the reader or the listener of a danger. In this poem, we have two characters. There's a sly and cunning spider, and there is a simple and gullible fly. Now the spider is going to try and trap the fly with his flattery and nice things that he has to say, and the fly is going to try and escape, and she's not going to fall into his trap. But what happens finally is what we find out in. So, why did I choose The Spider and the Fly? Well, I received a request from some teachers saying they'd like me to read a poem which can be enacted on stage or read out in poetry competitions. And The Spider and the Fly is a classic example of a poem that can be enacted on stage because there's so much drama in it. Therefore, let's just begin without further ado. The Spider and the Fly by Mary Howitt, written in 1829. "Will you walk into my parlour?" said the spider to the fly. "'Tis the prettiest little parlour that ever you did spy. The way into my parlour is up a winding stair, and I have many curious things to show when you are there." "Oh, no, no," said the little fly, "to ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can never come down again." "I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed?" said the spider to the fly. "There are pretty curtains drawn around, and the sheets are fine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in." "Oh, no, no," said the little fly, "for I've often heard it said, they never, never wake again or sleep upon your bed." Said the cunning spider to the fly, "Dear friend, what can I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you? I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please to take a slice?" "Oh, no, no," said the little fly, "kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see." "Sweet creature," said the spider, "you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. I have a little looking glass upon my parlour shelf. If you step in one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself." "Ah, I thank you, gentle sir," she said, "for what you please to say, and bidding you good morning now, I'll call another day." The spider turned him round about and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. So he wove a subtle web in a little corner sly, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Then he came out to his door again, and merrily did sing, "Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple, there's a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead." Alas, alas, how very soon the silly little fly, hearing his wily, flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, Then nearer and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head. Poor foolish thing! At last, up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair into his dismal den within his little parlour. She never came out again. And now, dear little children, who may the story read, to idle, silly, flattering words, I pray you never give heed. Unto an evil counsellor, close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the fly. Thank you. How was it? Evil yet fun? Well, I hope you get a chance to enact it in school or in a poetry competition and have lots and lots of fun with it. For our So You Want to Be a Poet section, I hope you've already got yourself something like this and are writing down your favorite poems, the poems that you enjoy, and are reading them again and again. For the tip of the day, I would like to ask all of you to observe. Observe the world around you. A shy flower in a garden, what is it trying to tell you? Or a cloud in the shape of a hippopotamus. The hippopotamus need not be bulky and huge. It can be lean and thin, because a lean and thin hippopotamus is your imagination. So, the tip of the day is to observe and to imagine, and to bring both the things together in your poem. Until we meet next time, keep writing, keep enjoying Poetry Palooza. Take care. I will see you next week.